That's been a really great session. And just to wrap it up with both, I guess, a totally different perception of living with diabetes, we'd love just impromptu to invite Simon Watts, who's a Member of Parliament. We're very lucky to have him here, and we've been lucky, some of you may not have noticed, but there have been Members of Parliament coming in and out, and so, that's why it's so great to be here. And so, Simon, we'd love to have you come up just for a few minutes and talk about your experience. That'd be great.
Well, look, thank you very much, and Brianna, for your account and your story. Thank you very much. It's absolutely inspirational to see someone, a young person such as yourself, and the challenges that you've been through. I think that gives inspiration for many other young people and many people in this room. Look, so my name's Simon Watts. I'm the Member of Parliament for North Shore. I represent, or a member of the National Party. Been a Member of Parliament for 2 years. I've been a type 1 diabetic since the age of 21 months old. So I'm 43 and a half, so do the math, I'm about 42 years, or I am 42 years pretty much to the day on insulin. I've been on an insulin infusion pump for over 25 years. I was under the Waikato District Health Board under Peter Dunn, if anyone remembers those, and Angelica Robinson. So Angelica and I both went on the pump at the same time, and I was a teenage boy in the midst of all the challenges that come through that. I can categorically say that that's changed my life. I've been on CGM since it was available in the market, and have been fortunate enough, but acknowledge the challenges around funding that. Look, I wanted to just recognise, obviously, Ben, thank you for your facilitation today. I wanted to acknowledge the Edgard Diabetes and Obesity Research Team, Healthy Lives here as well. Diabetes New Zealand, my old colleagues. I was a trustee of Diabetes New Zealand before coming into this role here in Parliament, so I acknowledge the work of Catherine and Heather and the work that you do. And also Lions District as well. Thank you very much for your contribution. I guess as someone within this building, and I've got to be speaking in about 9 minutes, so I've got my team are giving me a bit of a wave, but it's really important to have someone within this place that has lived experience of being a diabetic and understanding the challenge and the opportunities of living with diabetes. And I guess for me personally, I've never seen that diabetes has held me back from anything. If anything, don't forget, I don't know anything different because I was a baby and don't remember those days. But in terms of anything, it's probably given me a degree of confidence, because we heard about the decision making that you do day in, day out. It's probably given me a high degree of confidence to try and be more ambitious and trying to be more successful and push things and not accept the status quo. So I'm really proud to be here as a Member of Parliament. I'm really proud to be able to advocate strongly for all people in this country with diabetes here in this building. And I think you take the political hats off, good policy should be picked up by any political party, and that's the mantra that I carry through this. I have committed and will continue to commit alongside, particularly now, party was in his opposition, to put forward policy and support that will advocate around increased access to technology interventions that reduce the burden of diabetes for all diabetics in this country, and whether that's around continuous glucose monitoring, whether that's access to insulin infusion pumps that are currently not funded, whether that's access to diabetes drugs and insulin aspects, and including those drugs for type 2 diabetes. But also, I think more importantly as well for many, around the provision of mental health services, the wraparound supports and the dietary and all of those other elements, which I think in terms of the context of living with diabetes are critically important in terms of that whole package of care. So lastly, just want to thank everyone in the room. I know it's been a long day. I really appreciate everything, and we do across this house appreciate everything that you all do in your different roles to contribute to diabetes across this country. I will continue to fight alongside everyone in this room to affect change, and I'm positive about looking forward to the future. So thank you. Have a great afternoon.